She's a kid. Give me a break.
The manga starts by an iconic phrase Luffy always screams when he has attended Mushi. This is the first time Luffy has made contact with the Five Elders, and the first thing he says is his name and that he will become king of the pirates. The Five Elders need three things to be secure: York's safety, Punk records, and the power station that created the Mother Flame. So Luffy threatens the Marines and the world government that if they care about York's life, they must order the ships to clear off. What's interesting here is that Morgan is listening everything alongside Vivi and Wapol. We don't know how much Morgan is going to find out, we just know that there will be an incident in Egghead Island. Now, the question is, how is Morgan listening the conversation? Well, I remember Morgan is someone important in the underworld, therefore, that would mean someone in the Marine is a traitor, and it's part of the underworld as well. My guess, probably Doberman, the Vice Admiral. Why? It is interesting to know that the manga revealed us a little bit about the philosophy of the Five Elders. As I said, the Five Elders are stating that the most important thing of the mission are those three things I mentioned earlier. Doberman asks what about the Cypher Pole, but Saturn answers that they can be sacrificed in the worst case scenario. The next thing he says is, remember, human life holds no more value than that of an insect. No matter how far their numbers dwindle, it's always possible for them to multiply again. The interesting part is Doberman's reaction, meaning that Doberman has a sense of justice and moral. But that would be my guess. I'm not sure if this is a theory, it's more like a hypothesis. Moving on, Rob Lucci starts talking by himself, saying that 4 Vegapunks are wounded and 2 are dead, meaning Shaka and Pythagoras are really dead. But going ahead, we know that Rob Lucci is giving information of the situation to the Five Elders and Kizaru. I will go into that later. The next interesting thing to see are the Seraphims being incarcerated in bubble balls, a creation made by Vegapunk, made with the same material as the Mark III bubble shields, infused with the energies of the sea, meaning that those bubbles can hold fruit users. But what's more interesting is the personality each Seraphim obtained from their original body. Like for example, we can see Snake having the same emotional responses Boa Hancock has when Luffy asks her favors. Only that she's a girl. Many from the One Piece community were theorizing this, that S-Snake will probably succumb to Luffy, and well, looks like that happened. S-Snake broke the petrification because of Luffy, and well, she fell in love with Luffy, an adult. Okay, moving on. Elbaf. Looks like we are going to Elbaf, but I'll talk more about this later. We can see Bonnie being happy again. Luffy even asked her the sudden change of attitude she had. Whatever things she saw in Kuma's past made her feel better, because she doesn't want to kill Vegapunk anymore. Oh, and also the One Piece community has another ship, Bonnie and Sanji. Well, makes sense, she loves to eat and Sanji is a master cook. Finally, we can see Kizaru talking with Saturn, and it looks like we are little by little seeing Kizaru's philosophy, and probably we're going to see his past. Anyway, the world government is about to make their move, moving Kizaru to Egghead Island in order to turn off the frontier dome that has a laser-based defense system, something Kizaru can handle. Kizaru accepts, but he first says he will need to deal with his friend Sentomaru. Saturn permits to not confront Sentomaru, but Kizaru doesn't want that, because he doesn't want to insult his friend after being resolved to put his life on the line. At the end, we see Kizaru moving to Egghead Island and confronting Sentomaru. While Luffy and some other people goes to the Sunny, they see a familiar yellow light in the background, making Luffy remember those old hot days. Alright, that's the whole thing of what happened in the manga, and I saw many things the One Piece community were talking, and I will give my point of view with base. So first, I'm going with Nico Robin being suspicious. So, many people were saying that Nico Robin is being suspicious because she is not being herself. One comment I saw was the 3 dots Robin made when Vegapunk mentioned Elbaf. It's obvious that she is always analyzing the situation, especially going to Elbaf, where she can find more about the Void Century, plus her friend Jaguar the Soul is there. The One Piece community are saying that Nico Robin is an imposter that really sees Catarina Devon, which, if I'm honest, that would be cool. However, I don't think Robin is the imposter here. Yes, we need to have in mind that the Blackbeard pirates are already inside Egghead Island, especially to two members, Devon and Lafitte. But I just don't think Robin lost a battle against them. Alright, but who then is the imposter if it's not Nico Robin? To answer this, I'll go with another thing we need to uncover. There is a debate in the One Piece community where people are saying that Lucci is a rat, giving information of what is happening inside Egghead Island to the 5 elders and Kizaru. The evidence is that he said a true thing, that 2 Vegapunks are dead, but he didn't finish about the Mugiwara status. Also, when Kizaru said that Rob Lucci is an outstanding agent, that he sent all the information they could want, the question is, what information? What did Rob Lucci say? Some people are saying that they are hoping Rob Lucci gave false information, which I am also hoping, because Rob Lucci character doesn't make sense to me. CPO doesn't make sense. I remember, vaguely, I'll admit, that the world government ordered the annihilation of the CP9, meaning that the current CPO must have been already dead. I don't know why Rob Lucci is still there, and Kaku, and everyone. Doesn't Rob Lucci learn the lesson that the world government is not to be trusted? Anyway, if Rob Lucci is an ally at the end, let's assume this and he's an ally. So, what with this panel, where Rob Lucci is staring at Stussy? This panel is suspicious to me. There is when I was thinking two things. If Rob Lucci is a traitor, then he is staring with eyes of vengeance against Stussy. Or 2, if Rob Lucci is an ally, then Rob Lucci is being suspicious of Stussy, meaning that this is not the real Stussy, but she is the imposter, Catarina Devon. Well, I don't know, at the end, I'm just throwing my thoughts. So, according to Vegapunk, looks like the next island we're heading is to Elbaf, the island of the giants. But I don't know, man. This kind of situation we are now reminds me a lot of Sabaody. Maybe Elbaf is the island the Mugiwaras wanted to go, as well as what happened in Sabaody when the Mugiwaras wanted to go to Fishman Island. They couldn't go in 2 years because of the separation and the time skip. Probably they will go to another place. I'm still hoping they will go to the moon somehow and meet Enel. In my previous videos I told the reasons why Vegapunk's arc is going to be related with Enel. Go check it out if you want. The panel that most One Piece fans were discussing was the last image, where Luffy with a scared face says someone really strong is coming. Many people, but a lot of people, were discussing that it doesn't make sense Luffy is being scared, and at the same time saying that Kizaru is powerful, because at this point Luffy beat Kaido, he wasn't afraid of Green Bull's power, and he has the Gear 5, so it doesn't make sense. So therefore the one Luffy is talking is not Kizaru, but Saturn. Man, are you guys nuts? It is obviously Kizaru who Luffy is talking about. Yes, Luffy could probably beat Kizaru, but it doesn't mean Luffy is going to react, I don't know, that Luffy must react in a JoJo phase, like being like Yotaro, being a badass all the time. No, you fools. Obviously Luffy is afraid because he is reminding his past trauma in Sabaody. He is recognizing those hellish yellow lights from a previous enemy that made Luffy literally cry of anxiety. You guys didn't watch Tokyo Revengers at all? I just ended the second season of Tokyo Revengers and to me it made sense. Spoiler alerts, but not that spoiler, so skip like 5 seconds. It makes sense why the blue hair guy is afraid of his big brother. Reasons? Trauma. The manga is literally called Kizaru, so no, Luffy is not talking about spotting Saturn in the distance. Well, there was a lot to talk about in the chapter. Sadly, no chapter again for the next week, so I'll upload something else. I'm going back to college, so probably I'm going to be real busy. Just a reminder that in the community page of my YouTube channel, sometimes I'm making a poll so you guys can vote for next videos. Anyway, hope you like these videos, subscribe for more, and I hope you have a fantastic day and see you in the next video. Mata ne!